So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Colin, Jack and James from Cardigan Carnage and CJ from the Eggheads, would you leave the studio, please? So Mark and Joe, you're playing to win Cardigan Carnage, £2,000. Dave, Kevin, Barry and Chris, you are playing for something which money cannot buy, the Eggheads' reputation. And as usual, I ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge, anything can come up, and you are allowed to confirm. So Cardigan Carnage, the question is, are your 2 brains better than the Eggheads' 4? And Mark and Joe, how do you want to play this final round? Do you want to go first or second?
I think we'll go first. Yeah, we'll stick with that first, thank you.
Okay, let's get you started then. First question. Which car company first produced its famous E-Type in 1961? Ferrari, Porsche or Jaguar?
My dad works at cars, so...
Oh, that's Jaguar.
I think it's Jaguar, because do they do E-Type now, or do something
yeah, no,
type?
I'm 100% sure it's Jaguar.
Okay, we'll go with Jaguar.
Jaguar.
E-Type Jaguar, yes of course, you've got it. 1 to you. Eggheads. The phrase salad days traditionally refers to which time in a person's life? Youth, middle age or old age?
When I was green in judgment. Anthony and Cleopatra.
Yeah. I think we'll go for youth there, please.
Okay, youth is the correct answer. And Barry, where does it come from, the
Anthony
phrase?
and Cleopatra. My salad days when I was green in judgment.
Oh, very good. Okay, and I won't make any judgment about who's enjoying their salad days at the moment in this studio. Okay, 1 each. Mark and Joe, in France, what would normally be sold in a confiserie? Medicines, sweets or clothes?
You're the French expert.
I imagine medicines would be pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Clothes.
Boutique.
I know clothes is vêtements.
Okay,
Boutique.
Yeah.
So by process of elimination, I'm pretty sure it would be sweets. Sort of confectionery.
Yeah.
So sweets.
Final answer, sweets.
Sweets, confiserie. It's the right answer. Yes, well done. You have 2. Eggheads, in Greek mythology, who was the muse of astronomy? Urania, Plutonia or Saturnia?
Urania. That was Urania.
Yes, indeed, Eggheads. Now they're Greek mythology, so it's all square at 2-all. This just might win you the money if you get this right. Count Arthur Strong is a character created by which comedian? Steve Delaney, Kai Humphries or Daniel Kitson?
You've heard of him?
I've heard of the character, but I haven't heard of any of the 3.
I don't know those 3 comedians.
For some reason...
What's the name again? Count Arthur Strong.
Yeah, for some reason I'm tempted to go down the left, but I don't know what you think.
Steve Delaney.
Yeah, I don't know, just...
We've got no information to go on really, have we? So I'll go with Steve Delaney.
It's a stab in the dark, but we're going to go for Steve Delaney.
Steve Delaney. Why not? Was there just something in your head?
Pure gut instinct, just thought I'd go with it.
You thought you'd heard of Count Arthur Strong?
Yeah. Just something in the back, but...
All right. You've got the right answer. It's 3 to you. And the ball in the Eggheads' court. Will they knock it back? Eggheads, historically, the torquetum was an instrument used in which branch of science? Algebra, anatomy, or astronomy? It's spelled Torquetum.
Torque. Screw.
Turning.
Well, it's not algebra, is it?
Astronomy has many instruments. I've not heard of that one. Anatomy, it could have. It could be some sort of medical device.
Cranking open a rib cage or
something.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have heard of it if it was in astronomy. It doesn't.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
I've read too many books on astronomy not to have come across it.
Yeah. If it said torque technique or something like that, I might have been a bit worried about algebra, but instrument.
Torque is turning.
It is, it's turning. So I mean, it may be in the same sort of principle as a tourniquet or something like that. But you say with astronomy,
the only thing you don't turn is something, a telescope mounted observing or something. But there's nothing like that. But I said historically anyway, so there wouldn't have been many historical telescopes that would turn to match the Earth's rotation. So. I'm inclined to go for an anatomy.
It sounds like the logical one, doesn't it? But, I mean, it probably isn't, but we don't know it. So.
But, I mean, in basically, you've read a lot of astronomical and have gotten hold of most of those instruments there. I'd be inclined to go with anatomy. Seems the logical. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'll go
again with you too.
Sounds like something.
Certainly.
Device for cranking open bits of the human body.
Might be used on us if we get it wrong.
Well, we don't. You know, as should be fairly obvious, we don't know it, and we can't really make a case for it with either of the others. We can imagine that it could be something because of torque referring to a turning force in anatomy. So we'll go for anatomy.
Okay, anatomy. There's an example of this in, I'm sure you know, in The Ambassadors by Hans Holbein the Younger. You know that painting?
Oh yes, there's lots of instruments in that painting there.
Yeah.
And as Kevin, it has dawned upon Kevin that the answer is astronomy. Which means Cardigan Carnage, you have won. Well, how does that feel?
Absolutely.
I can't believe it.
Brilliant.
I'm going to wake up in a minute.
Well, hopefully you don't wake up on the roof of a garage like Jack. It's going to be good, though, when you go into school, isn't it? And
the kids will be absolutely made up.
You're going to have to tell them the night before that, right, instead of any homework you're thinking of doing at 6 o'clock, have a little look at your teacher.
Yeah, the whole school in the hall watching.
Okay, listen, well done, guys. Congratulations. You have beaten the Eggheads. You won £2,000. You are officially cleverer than the Eggheads. You've proved they can be beaten. Do join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will be just as successful. Until then, goodbye.